Hi, my name is Davy, and I'm very excited for today's video because it's going to be a learn with me. So if y'all are new, I am a third year computer science major with a minor in cognitive science, and I'm currently in the process, even though it's September, I'm currently in the process of applying to a lot of internships and co-ops for the summer of 2020. And I think a thing that will make me more competitive is to have a personal website. And I don't know how to make a personal website, with HTML and CSS and Bootstrap and stuff. So I decided to learn it. I wanted to showcase that I can program and learn some new languages to make myself more competitive. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm not going to do the whole website today because it is currently September 7th and I don't know anything about a website or how to make it or how to program it at all. And so it's going to be this Learn With Me series is going to be a couple of videos or episodes about me learning how to make this website. And so, yeah, I'm very excited. And then in the future, we can have different things like Unity or different programming languages so I can learn as well, but then y'all can also learn on how to do things and program. So I'm very excited. But I wanted to first start off with how I'm not sponsored by them at all. I'm just not big enough to be sponsored. But this GitHub has this education link. And so if you're a student with a student email, your university should provide you a student email at whatever school you go to, the logo or the acronym. And if you connect your GitHub account with your student email, you'll have access to all of these free services. So I'm very excited about this because one of the biggest things I was looking at was how to host a domain. I want a domain because I have to host this website when I make it. And these two services allow me to have a free domain for a good bit, and this one has just a year domain registry. So I'm able to create my website. Once I create it, I'll be able to host it for much cheaper, and I'm just super excited about that. So I will link this link in my down below. So if y'all are students, you can take advantage of this opportunity as well. Other things on here is just Atom, education. Something else I downloaded, which I'm going to be super interested about, is it's right here, this Bootstrap Studio, because one of my friends in the lab that I work here, my research lab, told me about Bootstrap, but I actually don't know what Bootstrap is. But I downloaded it just to be sure, and now that I have it, so very excited. But we're gonna start off with with some goals. I like to have goals when I do things. When I have to-do lists for everything, it's in this small little corner right there all the time. So, goals. So the goal for today is to download all of the IDEs and stuff that we would need to start this process. So download our IDEs and just stuff that we would need, and be able to link it all in case there's just more than one. If it's not one thing or something else, then the last goal will be able to do hello world. So today's video will be to get hello world to pop up on the website. So that is the goal, and I think we're just gonna get started. I don't know anything about websites, so I'm gonna watch some videos, look some things up, which is why I have an AirPod in so it doesn't play out loud. But I'm going to figure out how a website works in general. So yeah.
Why do I feel like I linger between the words to say the words to remember.
Okay, so so first off, I split screen my laptop, so some of the clicking what happened on my laptop screen, even though I'm recording my monitor. But apparently, you can program and write stuff in the text edit file that's already on. I have a Mac, so already on the Mac, and then you just save it and reopen it in Safari. So that didn't seem that difficult, but it's kind of big. Like, it's not kind of big, it's just kind of ugly in the way that it literally has every single word, and not just like, if you see, it has the tags and things, and we don't want that. So let us continue figuring out how to do this.
To take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms. Feel it in your legs.
Okay, so I kind of want an IDE more than just using the text edit file, because you'd have more packages. It would show you what's right and wrong in the line, and it just has more resources than just a simple text editor. So I think I'm going to try to use Atom, because Atom is one of the free things that are in GitHub, and I already have it installed. Okay, so now I added a folder so we can keep track of these files. So this file goes in here. So now we have HTML test 3, which is this file. And so now I'm gonna look into more of okay, so for all the checks that we have downloaded the necessary IDE. We have done that, it is good now. To link it all together, I was just making sure that it was just multiple different things in case that I needed to use 5 or 6 different things. But I think for the moment, until I want to get more fancy with CSS or Bootstrap or something like that, I don't need that. So we can also just check that off. And then hello world, I guess, would already be good, because I just would type that literally right here. So then if I save this, hopefully, yeah, so then if I changed this as a heading to this is, I changed this is heading to just this is, and change anything, you just have to resave it, and then I guess I could just refresh, and it's right here. So we have hello world. So I guess that wasn't that difficult. I think I'm gonna make hello world big and fancy and have some headers or some borders to see what more I could do. The text editor that we want to use and the IDE for that, I'm going to look more into HTML and learning how to code things in HTML.
Now we will go back home today, until the very last hour. We still got a few more days to slay, it's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms. Feel it in your legs. Feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go. Just let your body go. Just let your body go and move to the rhythm.
Yo, we have a blue word. I'm actually like, something about me, I'm just like super passionate about computer science, like, and like programming and stuff. I just like absolutely love it. So I think that like congratulating yourself on every single little goal is like important, because at times I'm gonna hit a roadblock eventually and just be super frustrated. So yeah, no, I'm just like super excited about every little thing. And right now we have blue words, so you know, I'm just super hyped now. But I'm gonna go back to listening to this. All right, so we learned some CSS and we learned some HTML essentially. We were able to get the hello world onto the screen. We were able to change the background color, change the size of the word, and other things like that. So something I just realized before I end this video is that Visual Studio, so I played a little bit more around with Visual Studio and Sublime, and I think that I need to use a little bit more to figure out which IDE I actually want to use, because something with Sublime is that you have to pay for it. You have to register your account. If you look right here as registered, unregistered, and I'm not trying to pay $70 for a text editor if I can use something else that's perfectly free, which is Visual Studio. And the Visual Studio works, it gets the file right here and then runs it. So if I change this to, I don't know, orange, and I save it, it changes and everything works, and Visual Studio is completely free. And so like something that's happening with my Sublime is that if I close it and I reopen it, it no longer saves it. But if I were to close Visual Studio, like if I saved this, then closed it and then opened it again, it's right there. And so something like that is just, no, I'm not a big fan of, because like with Sublime, it's like 2 or 3 more extra steps to open the file again after I finished it. And when I looked it up and stuff, a lot of people were complaining that Sublime isn't saving your edits, and so we're not a fan of that. Because if I were to go hard and do something, if it doesn't work, that's just not the move. Or it doesn't save, that's just not the move. So everything though that I said and I learned between the two is completely works. Like I literally just copied and pasted. And this one is still better than the text editor, because if I were to forget this, it would underline it and show me, hey, it literally gives me a warning, you are missing something. And that's essentially what I wanted. And then it already styles it for you. If you hover over style, it shows you the 2 that match together, like the opening and the closing with the slash. So I will let you know more for sure with the next episode of which one I decided to use, which text editor. But I think we're kind of leaning towards Visual Studio, but we'll just definitely let you know next time. I'm really excited about this series. If you have any suggestions on what more videos we could learn with together, that'd be super cool. Or how to make, or any resources on how to make my website super cool. I'm just like super excited onto making this black screen hello world into this beautiful website about me, so that companies know I'm super successful and really here to try to get an internship. So I'm very excited. If you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new, please subscribe. I make weekly videos, weekly or bi-weekly videos about college, computer science, technology, and they'll learn with me videos, stuff like that, about programming and stuff like that. So I'm very, very excited. Thank you again for watching, and hope you have a good day.